The first step is to basically do an inventory of all your experience, okay? Think of it as a menu, all right? Or all the ingredients that you could have in a menu. What are all the things you've done, okay? Create that as a template. Then for each job and each person you're meeting with, you need to tailor your resume. Now, this seems like, oh, God, that's a lot of work. And it is, but you know what? That differentiates yourself from somebody. So think in the mindset of what's in it for the person on the other end of the line, and then tailor your resume to that. These next few slides, I'm just going to quickly go through. Here's some examples of some good resumes and some bad resumes. The good resume, you see how they've lined up their resume. One of the things that I tell young people or anybody who's redoing their resume, maybe they haven't done it for a long time, is that you got to remember everyone's attention span is really short. So when you're talking about a job description and you've got more than 4 bullets, then they stop reading because it just becomes like, I can't read all this. So you want to hit, what are your top 3 or 4 bullets for each job position and what's the outcome? Don't just tell them what you did, okay? If it's, hey, my job responsibilities included, travel and human resources, and I did logistics, and I was an office manager, and I also did consulting. Great, they want to know how good were you in the job? What value did you deliver to your business or to their clients? So have it be outcome based. Highlight just as what's in this resume. What are those specific things you've done that have actually generated business value to either yourself, your company, or to your company's clients? Because they'll think, oh, well, they did that for that firm. They could probably do it for us. And here's an example of a generic resume that I got, what I call the bad resume, that I've already made a decision within that first 5 seconds that I'm not hiring this person because they haven't even taken the time to basically tailor it towards what our needs were. And if you look at it, it's just kind of all over the place. It basically sorts it out for the person on the other end, like, hey, here's who I am. You figure out how I can be helpful. You know what? People are really busy. People on the other end, they don't want to have to do that. They want you to tell them how you're better for that and that you're the right person for the job. This is an example of one that doesn't really do that. And this slide talks about some resume don'ts. I can't highlight this enough, but just saying what your job duties and your functions are. Don't put a wacky email address on there. I have my personal email address. It's got names and letters and numbers and everything, or someone that puts in something witty or funny. Yeah, that might be memorable, but it's also going to scream non-professional. And also remember that when you put your resume out there, they're going to look at your social media profiles. So before you even do this, clean up your Facebook pages, maybe go through your Twitter accounts, realize that nowadays more and more companies are actually screening you as soon as your resume comes in. They'll look at your name and, oh, okay, this person seems like they've got their head on their shoulders. Let's go see what's on their Facebook page. Oh, they see you guzzling a whole bunch of beer at a party, looking really out of control. You're all types of embarrassing photos out there. You got to untag those and take those down, when you're in a job search. Because in the professional world, especially as you're trying to advance your career in sustainability, it's super competitive. And this happens with our consultants. We find out, we'll go into a meeting and the people on the table will be like, yeah, I checked out your LinkedIn profile. Hey, I've seen some of the blogs you've written. Yeah, it's been interesting, some of the tweets you've put out on Twitter and some of the things your staff has put out. They are already informed. And you got to realize that's going to be the same thing when you're applying for a job. Make sure you take that extra step and cover your bases on that one. And this last example of what not to put on a resume, this was a real life resume. I know you're looking at it going, there's no way someone sent this. This is a real life resume, okay? Now, what are the things that we remembered? We remembered this person putting these things down in other. I don't even remember who they were or what skills they had or anything else. I had already decided within that, oh my God, there's no way we're hiring this person. So keep that in mind.